Okay, I thought I'll do this today. It's been very tremendous. This is JNC reporting on the storm Mozilla. This is one of the local beach, Calabash, and it's quite armageddon. Very, very end with new beginnings. That's the only way positive I can put it. But here is what the sea can do. This is what it can do. Yeah, it's quite peaceful and beautiful at the moment. I did have a small bathe because the swimming area has been sort of stopped at the moment. And so, as we climb down onto the beach, this is a ancient tree. All I can say, it's been up for maybe more than maybe 70 years, 80 years. I know when I came down here about 40 years ago, it was here, so, and it was quite big, but it survived a lot of major storms, but it's still here. This is like an ancient community area. Just here, as you can see, the sea has back some private lands, and given, because most people, they just want to have beach area. They're not really concerned about that sea over there. They just want to have more and more land. So the sea has actually cleared the place to show people that, it's just a beach. It's not somewhere to fence off and say it's private. What can be private in anyone's life? Not unless it's illegal. So this is what it's done. It's carved out a nice piece of guide for those who live in these areas, or guests or whatever in this area. They've built right out almost onto the beach, covered it with sand. I'm not sure if it's taken sand they take in, but this is exactly what it is. This is our guest house called Calabash House. This is a pump for the swimming pool beyond, which our visitors can have sauna or whatever. Unfortunately, we haven't built anything to keep the dirty water off the swimming pool being pumped. There is a pipe being pumped into the sea and causing toxin. Yeah, so it's had its own little renovation. And this is the right side of Calabash. Most of these are guest house, few residents. So they are mostly managed by local people, sometimes people from other parts of Jamaica. But this is what the sea has done. It's given us a little guideline, and maybe our authorities should insist, even put a fence up, that this is the Jamaican beach. It's not a beach that we can just build on. We've got a sea watching us. It has our fish, our marine life, it has our eeling, it's got magnesium, it's got lots of things. That sea, it's now pretty, isn't it? You should have seen it. There is another video, I did another video of the sea. So this is what the damage Mellisa has done. We have tried to build walls against it, but as you see here, it left the front wall and just went in the side and bust it down. Right, this is as far I can go because the sea is a little bit high still, and so I'm going to turn around. I think beyond the sunset is okay. I think it is. It looks okay from here because a lot of people reinforce their 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 what do they reinforce? They just reinforce their roofs and stuff. So some of the reinforcement is really working. Yeah. Now this is, I think, if anything, this is the nice side of the beach because it's mashed down. But wait, coming back in a minute. Right, I'm not sure if you all can see this, but this is another underground pipe for calabash house, excreting sauna and toxin into the sea. So what the sea has done is actually just made a lot of things bare. It's like it's torn thing to what man is covering. It's like just make it bare. Yeah. Back in a minute. Yeah, I'm just passing the communal area. I think probably 80 years ago, probably before I was born, we had fresh goods selling here, sodas and all those things for the community. In such a disaster, it would be nice to know that the community on the bay is still active, but unfortunately, we are developing without any consideration for the community, which is unfortunate. Right, this is our group. This is the shop that we usually get fishing gear from. Yeah, the sea has torn it, went inside and literally totally destroyed goods and whatever. Yes, the sea, it's looking quite pretty today. And this rabble, it literally, this year, oh, seawater is over there. I see water. This here is our group house, and that was totally demolished. Goods, everything taken up. You know, the sea just literally gutted it. It's left us the bathroom without a top, and it's left us with our water pipe and everything. So nobody get an emergency on that sea. We couldn't take in anyone at the moment. But together as a community, we are going to put it all back together, I suspect. And lots of travelers and fisher people depend on the group house and water supply, toilet supply. Yeah, and this is it. I'm sure some of you would recognize there are people up at the top, so I don't really want to get into any copyright. Yeah, so as you see, there's been some man-made sawing to get rid of some of the wood, and this is how it's left. The boats went up just for protection, and the sea just came right here. This is where it actually came. It just came to the edge this time. We're hoping that there won't be another time. Hey, is that coconut? Let's see if there's coconut. Wow, it's a coconut tree. So watch this tree grow, you know. Yeah, they're too young. They haven't gathered any water. All right, let's continue. Isn't it beautiful? Would you want to be coming beaching? It's all rock. It's all rock. It's full of stones, rock. I'm staying silent at the moment. Look at this beautiful sea, isn't it? But what's happened now, we haven't got any shallow end. It's fairly deep and it's not too deep. I was in it this morning. Well, I didn't go in too deep because I saw it a couple of days ago and it was like horrible. Hi, Carol. Gosh, that's our local lady and my friend. And this is, yeah, I'm sure some of you's got fun time. The little hut is gone, and I'm sure you lot, as some of you have seen this in its glory days. Yep, the sea came right in, and it's very destructive. Very destructive indeed. I might have to take my socks off. Yes, I've got socks on. Let me hold the phone because I don't really want the phone to be... Right, because I have to go around, you see. And then... Now, one of the greatest discovery on this beach, about 25 years ago, I was so concerned with a bog being put in by the government on the beach, and I thought no, because it has to be maintained all the time. Not knowing, and I don't think any of us, because I'm probably the older one in the community here, and I don't think I think this happened a long time ago. So a lot of the people who did this is not really responsible, but the sea has revealed it. It's a, can't you guess? It's the pit for shit. I just call it the international shit pit. You know, I love you all out there in the world. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's ever been bombed, how the bottom is, if it's sinking in the sea. But yeah, this is a pit. Oh, shit. And that's the sea. This is really part of a reef. Yeah. So if any crabs wanted to live here, they're probably shitty crabs. So from the right side to the left side, I'd love to, because I'm hearing that mellisa is actually, further down, further down on the coast, on the south coast here, is some of my favorite. I just see the birds that survive. Many of them. I haven't seen so many. Yeah, so nature is surviving around us, and it probably, how long they will survive with us not thinking about our ecology? I'm not sure, but there they are. But some of the pelicans here has nowhere at the moment because they lodge outside. I don't know if Pelican Bar. It's the Pelican Bar. That's gone. I heard this morning that's been wiped away. And some of these pelicans where the bar was, Pelican Bar, was one of their little rock to get away from mainland. But then they have other reef around them, and they're in now, so probably their little rock is gone out in the sea, and they're here. I have not seen this. I have not seen it. But these are our pelicans, Jamaican pelicans, owners. Because I think all the stones that's sticking up, mainly near where we had the Pelican Bar, is where these ones rest. I saw them. I went visiting once, and I saw them. I'm going to stop it a minute and then come back. Beautiful, aren't they? I have not seen this. I've been here 40 years mash, and I have not seen these birds. You see one and two every time, but not like this. So it says that, the breeze has literally taken away some of their homes out there. Look at that, the pelicans. That's so nice. At least we're not too bad. They've come here knowing that nobody will hurt them. So I think that's still very trustworthy of us and the community around. Because many people come to this street, but many does not see. Now I'm not going to go any further. As you see, this is the water still pouring off the pond, Great Bay, everywhere, from Billy's Bay to everywhere. We have mass and mass amount of fresh water. I've just come back in from a charging port, and one of the concern is water. So yeah, so this is I think lashes at the bar. Oh, I didn't even know there was a treasure board and record. Good gosh. Yeah, that's really cute. Yeah, so this is what it did to our lashings. Yeah, and maybe at another time, maybe part 2, I will give you further on up to the buck. Yeah, because I hear one of the wind went through there and it's left some devastation. This is water that can be used. And I suspect it's from the rain draining off the pond, because this was what it was built for, because nobody collects rainwater anymore, and so it is here fresh water into the sea. It is not natural. This is not natural, this is man-made, because we don't know what to do with fresh water. It's 2025, and we don't have no way of gathering water and having just water supplies. It's not even asking for too much, but that was built to drain it from up top right into the sea. Yeah, because the sea is so big, it can take any amount of water. But the sea is salt water, and that's what's concerning some of us, that salt water, fresh water is being just drained, and we don't, as you see, there is no sort of lagoon here. If there was a little enclosure, a lagoon, because there's usually a separation between fresh water and seawater, and I'm sure it's called a lagoon. Correct me if you must, but yeah. And as you see, it's like flat, so it goes straight in the sea. There's no room here for a lagoon, as in fresh and salt water. Oh, there's some iron there. This is the famous Onigan place. I'm not sure if Onigan still own it. It's really, but as you see, the sea has cleared it up. It was full of bush around, so at least the structure can breathe. It's a shame when you have to rely on nature, isn't it?